Howdy ho, y'all. Today, or last night, I built the last window frame in the frickin' van. It's about time, because I am window framed out. But today, we're gonna get that painted, probably mount it, and then there's some miscellaneous van shit I gotta do, such as move some lights around. But first things first, let's light up an incense and get that bad boy painted. Well, actually, once we paint that, then I'm gonna move some lights around, and then we're building the water station. No, there's not gonna be a gray water system. No, there's not gonna be a sink. Just keep it simply silly. Okay, we got that painted. Nice, beautiful window frame. I gotta do two more coats because I gotta pack, I got two more coats. Now, let's get to working on that window frame. I've been doing window frames for weeks. All right, let's get to the water station. So I'm gonna do 1 7-gallon, 2 5-gallons for a total of 17 gallons. But yeah, I'm gonna just take some measurements and see. We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way up. So I filled these up with water because once you fill them up, they're gonna puff out a little bit. So I wanna make sure everything's tight, correct size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm using 1/2 inch, so I need to separate that right there. Pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick 1/2 inch pieces between the wall and the water jug just to make sure it's spaced out properly. That way when I assemble it, I put all the jugs in there full of water and it doesn't fit, then I'm screwed. So we got our first measurements. Let's rip us a bottom, rip us a booty. There's our first piece, 38 inches long by 13 1/4. So let's freaking rip it. So I cut this thing. I'm like, holy shit, this thing's huge. And I was off. So you gotta measure twice, cut once. I am about 5 inches over. So let's shrink it. So I'm gonna make it, I gotta cut into this bottom line. So I'm gonna cut it up to this plywood right here. So this storage container is gonna shrink a little bit. I'm not even utilizing this space. I really need to. Maybe I'll turn it into like a secret storage container. Okay, so I gotta cut into this directly right here. Boom, boom. Move this. Yeah, so I need to cut into this. We're gonna grab the jigsaw, cut this out. Let's grab the hammer first and see what we can rip out. Cut this to here. Cutting this out is not gonna affect the structure of the bed at all. And then cut into here, boom, 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 boom. This thing's flopping around so we can pull that out. Oh, insulation. And boom. All right, let's get to work. Check that out. Cool design. Super wet, smells different. Smells like sap. Wow, it smells really good. That's cool. I'm curious to see how far behind this piece of wood the wheel well is. I might rip it up just to see, because if I can fit 2 7-gallons in a 5-gallon, I'd rather do that. More the better. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Just realized this isn't even connected. I need to fix that. That's a little floppy. Need to fix that. All right, let's see what's underneath this plank of wood here. Yeah. I've got a couple inches. So the reason why I wasn't gonna do 2 7s and a 5 is because I didn't want to tear all this out. Looks like I already did the work. Found a little bit of mold though. So I guess it's a good thing we're doing this so I can clean that up. Okay. Well, now I guess let's see if we can get 2 7s and a 5 in here. Dude, that freaking fits perfect. Let's see if I cut it right. It needs to fit right under here. Oh, it's off by a hair. But we can trim that down a little bit. All right, let's make that times 2. So I completely forgot to account for this. So now we got a problem. I can make this work only for 14 gallons. Shoot. So, looks like we're stuck with 2 7-gallon jugs for a total of 14. I was really hoping that this would at least fit. In order to make this fit, I need to make this longer. And I'd have to make it wider. And I really don't want to have to take up more space, any more floor space than I have to. So, I mean, I guess I could just have like a 1-gallon jug, you know? But, it is what it is. So here's the plan. We're gonna extend this 2 inches, 2 1/4, and see if we can fit 3 5-gallons. If we can't, then oh well, it's okay. Cause I got about 1.5 inches left on that end and about 1/4 inch on the swivel table end. So let's recut this, make it 2.5 longer, and we'll make it fit. I'd rather carry around these, cause those 7 gallons full of water. It's pretty freaking heavy, and that would be a pain of an ass. I'm already used to carrying around 5 gallons. So, anyways, I'm gonna shut up. Let's cut a new piece. Okay, dokey. Got all my wood organized, all chopped up. Now it's time to make a box out of this pile of timber. There we go. We're getting there. I'm gonna put 3 of these in here. I could completely change my whole idea of what this setup is gonna be. Took this out, took out the 7-gallon, and gonna be a foot pump right here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put 2 doors right here, and then a door on the other side so I can pull these out from outside. I'm gonna wait to do the table or the tabletop. I don't think I want to put a sink. Yeah, probably not. I mean, it'd have to be super freaking small. So probably not. But I also need to figure out where my faucet's gonna go. If it's gonna hang out the side or just have it coming up. Because I can still access the foot pump from outside using my hand. That's why I put it over here. I was just like closing that. All right, day two. Whoa. Day two on the H2O storage compartimento. Last night I had a horrible headache. I actually had a headache all day, probably from working out all day in the sun Sunday. But it really got bad around 78 p.m. So I cut it short. Now we're just gonna make the face of it. I might put a live slab up here for the tabletop. We'll see. But let's just get straight to work. I'm gonna put this in there, determine what sizes we need for the cabinet doors. Is that what they're called, cabinet doors? I'm just calling them doors. And start mounting. Let's get this beast done. Oh, and by the way, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. Don't forget it, y'all. Bada bing, bada boom. I just gotta trim this down a little bit because it won't fit too tight. A little bit of sanding. Gotta put some molding right here. Oh yeah, once it's bolted down, I could access water jet. Perfect. There we go. A little bit of sanding will do the job. Oh, maybe one of these handles. I might stain this black. Maybe do this white. Oof. Why is it so fuzzy? Oh, that's better. Kinda. Yes. Yes, sir. Right now I'm just making the face. Traced it out. I'm gonna do one door right here. Then one door right here. So, got some measurements. I got this marked down. So now I'm gonna rip away, boys. All right, it's official. We have completed the watering hole. I've got so many doors. I don't think I need this many, but I've got options here. I can access the pump and the plumbing from here. I can access 1 to 2 jugs from here, 1 to 2 jugs from here, all the jugs from the back end. I'm gonna put a live slab up here. I have to trim down the top of some of these drawers and then the bottom. These are a little too tight. I'm gonna stain this, stain that, stain the other face in this black. Yep, make it look ashy, like I pulled it out of fire. Maybe white with black faces. Ooh, copper handles. Yes, yes. And then a live slab. I think that looks sick. But I am done for the night. Me and Ozzy both. Ooh. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking till the end. If you do, But please like, please subscribe, join us on this adventure as we build out this Econoline. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll do some finishing touches with that and hopefully get it painted. All right, later.